Hello, my name's Mel, welcome to my world, and for those of you that are new to my channel, I'm currently turning this Mercedes Sprinter into an off-grid, go anywhere, sleep anywhere camper van. But you already knew that, right? Welcome to my first live stream. First thing I'm going to have to ask you is, can you hear me? Because I couldn't get my microphone to plug in, I just couldn't get it working. I've run out of time to buy a new one. I wanted to get this done tonight. Cool, thank you very much. Brendan. And hello everyone. I'm going to struggle to see you because I've got my laptop next to me and it's a bit difficult to see, I'll be completely honest. Audio's okay. Oh my god, there's so many people watching right now. Right now, before I light my fire, there's one important thing I've got to do. I've bought myself a new coffee pot, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make myself a nice cup of coffee, so bear with me. Talk among yourselves, why don't you? I've never used one of these before, but I did Google it, and obviously I looked on YouTube on how to use one of these. So let's have a look. Oh, sorry Alan, you go cook mate, don't worry. Apparently I put the water in the bottom and the coffee goes in the top. Hang on, I'm cutting my head off, aren't I? Let me just turn this up a little bit. Sorry about this. Here we go. What's that? Right, let's do this. Got to have coffee, haven't we? Right, so that's the coffee done. Who wants to see me light the fire? Let me just turn you down again because I've ruined the shot now. There you go. Let's tidy this up. Don't like mess, do we? Damaged goods, oh mate, there you go. One of my faithful followers. Fire her up. I will, Luke, don't worry, I'll fire her up right away. Right. Okay, here we go. The first burn. Can you all see? Can you see that? Let's hope my lighter works. I had trouble using this earlier. Oh no. Here we go. Oh yeah. Hey, there we go. Now I've got some shavings in there. Some shavings from when I did a bit of woodwork earlier on. So it should go up quite nice. Oh, look at that. It's drawing lovely. That flue is really drawing. There's no smoke coming in here whatsoever. I'm going to get on my knees because you can't see me, can you? There we go. That's better, eh? Well, who's in the room? Who's in the house? Boom, eyebrows gone. No. Yeah, thanks for that. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Hello, Cubic Mini Wood Stoves are in the house as well. Thanks for joining us. And don't worry, I did get your message. I know I need to make the hole in the roof a little bit bigger. Cubic Mini Wood Stove literally just messaged me about 10 minutes before I'm making this video to tell me that I need to make to cut the wood out a little bit bigger. It needs to be a 7-inch hole, not a 5-inch, so I need to address that. I've taken the... show you what I've done. I've taken one of these plates off so I can keep an eye on that because yeah, I know I need to address it. Chuck another log on that fire. I will do, Mark. Let's just get it going first. Keep up a nice vid. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Graham. Thank you, Damaged Goods. Who else is in the house? Luke Ball, Jim Porter, Tracy. Hi, Tracy. How you going? Thanks for joining us. I think I'm supposed to shut the door, aren't I? Let's have a go. There we go. Oh yeah, look at that. Makes loads of difference. It's starting to really get going now. Don't know if you can hear that, but you can actually hear the wind blowing up and in. You can hear it drawing in. difference that makes. Yeah, I'm sure that'll get going in no time. Gone yesterday. Hi Alex, hi Jasper, hi Paul. The dog, hi the dog. Cool name. Mama Star Little Rainbow, hello, how you going? Luke, I've just passed the video. Luke, oh sorry Luke. Is Luke's van life in the house? I can't see, there's so many of you, I'm so sorry. Well, it looks cosy, yeah, it sure does. I better keep an eye on this rather than trying to read the screen in case something untoward was to happen. Somewhere around here, I've got my trusty fire extinguisher. Just a small one, just in case. But that fire extinguisher will be used for my water tank eventually. Hey, Luke, how you going, mate? Luke's van life is in the house. If you're new, please check out Luke's van life. There you go. He's just fitted a fridge, and it just so happens, Luke, that underneath this wood burner, after I watched your video, I realised that a fridge will actually fit underneath this wood burner, so I'm really pleased about that. So cheers, Luke, for that. GP, get the crumpets on. I will, if only. Well, that's really roaring away now. I think we can say that's a success, as long as the ceiling don't catch fire. Right, let's have a look at some of your comments. Paul, you're welcome, mate. Come for some toast. Outdoor Scotsman, build a white shuffling man flu. I don't know about that, I'm quite happy with this flu, mate, thanks. Yeah, Luke, after watching your video, I did actually realise when I was making the door for the underneath here, let me just tip you down so you know what I'm talking about. If you look underneath here, oh, my arm's in the way, hang on, I'll come around this way. I do hope you can all hear me. Yeah, under here, this door is the exact size as the fridge you've got, mate. So yeah, I'll be putting the fridge under there as soon as I can afford it, of course, because they are rather expensive, as you know. It's too fast. You're going too fast. Hang on. Oh, Sparks Essex. Hello, mate. I'm doing good, thanks. Mel's party van. Yeah. It's a pretty lonely party because it's just me and two cats. Passers-by will think it's a burger van. Yeah, I hope not. It's really roaring now. Oh, look at that. Let's put a chunky log on there, shall we? I'll open this slowly. Oh, I think I've done that wrong. Kind of killed it. I'm sure it'll catch up. Right, where we go? Where we go? Hi Derek, how you going, mate? So many of you. Thank you everyone for joining me. I really do appreciate it. There's just so many of you. Hey Chris from Hades Detecting is in the house. How you going, Chris? Nice of you to join us. Now, if anyone out there is interested in metal detecting, then check out Hades Detecting. He's a really nice bloke. He does really good videos, actually. And not only does he metal detect the beach, he metal detects all across fields, all across Kent. And he does unearth some amazing stuff. And not only that, he cleans as he goes. So the amount of rubbish I've seen this guy take off the beach is unbelievable. I mean, he takes carrier bags of rubbish off the beach. So yeah, thumbs up to Hades Detecting. Do go check him out. Hello Frederick. Frederick's a long-term subscriber of mine. Nice to see you here, mate. Cheers, Chris. I think I killed it. I think I killed the fire. Hang on, let's open it up. Maybe it was a bit too early to put that big log on. I'm sure it'll come back to life in a minute. I'm not going to poke it about, I'm just going to leave it. Jamie, what's the next plan for the van? The next plan, Jamie, is to build my underbed wardrobe. I'm going to build a wardrobe under the bed with a flap at the back so I can put a kayak in here as well. It's all going to be kind of open plan. I don't want to seal the bed area off completely. So what I'm going to do is put a wardrobe under the bed with a flap. Doors at the front, obviously. It's quite hard to explain it. But yeah, that's the next job I'm going to do, is try and build a wardrobe that's going to be underneath the bed. And once I've done that, then I can actually build the bed itself. I hope that makes sense. Put some tatties in, mate. Never poke your log. No, I won't, mate, don't worry. Toast it up, that's funny. Get the kettle on. Kettle's on, mate, look, it's on. It's on there. It's starting to get warm. It's starting to go again now. I didn't kill it after all. I thought that big log was going to kill it. Pull the bottom handle of the fire out so it doesn't suffocate. Right, okay, so go. Oh, there you go. Well done, mate. Thank you, Jake. Oh, yeah. Look at this little miniature skillet I bought the other day. I got this, where did I get this? It was some garden centre. I had this little, and I thought, oh, that might fit on the top. I might be able to get an egg in there, but unfortunately it doesn't quite fit. So it's hiding under there. Put it under there because I want to see how hot it gets. The wardrobe is sounding like a sports billies bag. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but thanks anyway, the dog. Egg on the toaster. Yeah, yeah, you could do, I suppose. Nothing better than having a fire, better than LP. Yeah, I reckon so, Derek. Outside shop, no, smoke. To be honest, it doesn't smoke. It really doesn't. But I'll do that in the daytime. I'll make a video in the daytime with the fire on, then you can see how much smoke is coming out the roof. 200 watching. Don't say that. You make me go all shy. Because I am. I'm very bashful, as you all know. Yeah, HW100. Yeah, I know you can take the brass rail off, but the thing is, I really like that brass rail, and it stops things moving around when you're, because these stoves are designed for boats. That's why they got the brass rail, so you can put stuff on there, and if the boat's rocking around, you know your stuff's not going to fall off. So that's what I think. Don't quote me on that. I think that that's what the brass rail is for. But one of the reasons I like this stove is because of all the brass. It just looks so nice. And you have to twist these little lugs underneath to get the brass rail off, and I think if you keep putting it on and off all the time, eventually they're just going to snap. So that's why I've left the brass rail on. But I was thinking of maybe cutting the brass rail here and here so that you can actually get that, this pan will actually fit on there then. But I'm quite happy to leave it like that for now. John Sullivan, hi Mel, how many vans have you built to date? You know what, John, I've got no idea. I've been building vans since I was in my early 20s, mid-20s. Yeah, around about my mid-20s I started converting vans, but I started off on Volkswagens, restoring old bay window Volkswagens. I've never had a split screen, but I did break my teeth on bay windows. I mean, years ago, you used to be able to buy a bay window camper for like 500 quid, and but now you couldn't get one for £5 even with a floor in it. So yeah, I've been doing it for years. Peter Wilson, hello from Israel. Wow, Israel, really? Amazing. Where's the first place you're going to go after the van's finished? Well, Ian, I'm planning on going to Camp Quirky, but there's a little bit of a mix-up with the ticketing on that. I've ordered a couple of tickets for Camp Quirky. Thanks for bringing this up, by the way. But apparently you need a camper van pass as well, which I haven't got. And when I booked the tickets, I went all through the process like I normally do when I do festival tickets. I've booked many festival tickets, and whenever you book a festival ticket, you always get an option to get a camper van pass as well. And normally you pay as well, you have to pay. But when I booked my tickets for Camp Quirky, there was no option for camper van pass or anything. And I only found out a couple of days ago that you actually need a camper van pass. And I've emailed the ticket people that organise the tickets, and I've had nothing back yet. As to date, I've not heard a reply. So yeah, hopefully I'll go to Camp Quirky. Laws 11968, don't cut the brass, get an aluminium block. That's a good idea actually. Yeah, put an aluminium block on top. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Right, I'm just going to check my flue, see how hot it's getting. It's actually cold. It's actually cold to touch. It's not even warm up there. That's unbelievable. It's not even warm. I don't think I've got much to worry about. And that is roaring away. I've got that fully open. Starting to feel the heat now. I might have to strip off some layers soon. Wonder how my coffee's doing. Yeah, that's getting warm as well. We could have some coffee any minute now. David Bath, do you wish you had a larger stove? No, I'll be honest with you, I think it's about right. That's about the right size for this fan. When I lit this outside, it didn't really give off much heat, so I was worried it wouldn't be warm enough for in here, but I can feel the heat coming off it now and I think it'll be ample. Plus I've ordered one of these little fans that fit on top. I can't remember who it was, someone suggested I get one of these fans that generate electricity from heat, and they blow the heat of the stove out and make the heat circulate better inside the van. So I've ordered one of them. I was hoping it'd be here today, but it's not here. So yeah, it's still cold in here though. Look, always had smoke. Yeah, Aldi's do have them, Andrew, but the one I've ordered online is exactly the same as Aldi's, but it comes with a little temperature thing that goes on the flue as well to let you know you're burning the stove at the right temperature, because it is important you burn the stove at the right temperature, because otherwise you get creosote build up in the flue. So I've learned recently. I have a big pizza oven in my van. Well done, Francesco. Nice. Any thoughts on what to do if you have a... George, no, I'll tell you what, if I have to move and this is burning, then I'm not moving. It's as simple as that. I won't be able to move. But somebody else did suggest that when I use my stove, to have a bucket of sand, because the only way to put stoves out is using sand. So they said if in an emergency, if you have a bucket of sand, then you can literally throw sand in there and instantly put the fire out. It's the best way to put a fire out, and I thought that was a really good tip. So yeah, if I do have to move in an emergency and I've got my wood burner going, I will get like a little bucket of sand with fire written on it. But I want a miniature one to suit the stove, and I've not seen any, but I've been keeping an eye out. Let's just crank this down a little bit because I don't want it to burn out too quick. That's going really nice now. I'm really pleased with that. Fender. Harry, what do you mean by a fender? What, like a fender to go round it? Hi Darren, glad you caught me, mate. Oh, someone's sand goes everywhere, it'll be a bastard. Yeah, it will be, but in an emergency, I think if I have to move in an emergency, then sand is the way to go, and it will be a real bugger to clean, I know, but what do you do? In an emergency, you've got to do what you've got to do. attach it to the engine and go for a bit of a steam prank power. Yeah, thanks Womanine's View, that's a good idea. Fry an egg in that pan, Mel. No, the one thing you mustn't do on a wood burner, which I've recently learned, is use hot oil on the top. You mustn't fry anything because the hot oil will go over the wood burner and catch fire. So never a good idea to use hot oil on top of a wood burner. Apparently, so I've been told. I think it's gone out. No, it hasn't gone out. I've just choked it down. There you go. Smouldering away lovely it is. I can feel the heat coming off it. Heavy paramotor guy. Hi to your missus, Andy. Teflon pan, no oil. Good idea. Yeah. Silverlight images. Charles Welsh, go on, throw another log on. Trust me, it's burning away. Now I've opened it up again, the flames are coming up again. Has much smoke come out into the van? No, none at all. I can't even smell smoke. No, it just smells like glue and paint. No, I haven't got the diesel heater on. Diesel heater's under here and it's off. How hot is the frying pan? Oh, let's have a look, shall we? How hot has it got? There you go. It's not hot at all. There's a lot of heat coming off of it now. Life's a Sprinter. That's a good name, mate. Life's a Sprinter. I've got lots of logs for sale. £5 a bag. Looking well, mate. Thank you, mate. Go get an egg. No, I'm not getting an egg. It's not hot enough. I never take my hat off. I sit in the bath with my hat on. Very rarely you'll see me without a hat. How many hanging mil, mate? Oh, that's that. Why didn't I use the ring DC to DC this time? Well, the thing is, Auto Sparks in Essex, I had a split charge relay hanging around anyway. I had it left over from a van build I did a couple of years ago, and this van doesn't have a smart alternator. So to get me out of Sturk, because you know funds are a bit low, I used the split charge relay. And when I get my solar panels fitted, but I'm not going to do that till the spring. When I do finally get around to put the solar panel on this van, I will use a DC to DC charger with solar controller all built in one. It just makes sense to use those. Just makes perfect sense. The downside with using a voltage sensing split charge relay is the fact that when you've got a solar panel on the roof as well, the solar panel, because that's producing electricity, the split charge relay will come in, and not only are you charging your leisure batteries, you're charging the battery for the van as well, because the split charge relay just join the two together. So that is kind of a grey area. So yeah, I'll definitely be getting a ring DC to DC charger when I get my solar panel. I hope that makes sense. You are a little fart. Thank you, mate. When's the van for sale? Well, this van, I'm actually going to keep this one. I'll be completely honest with you. I'm building this van for myself. I'm actually building one for myself for once. Mel, did the bolts in the external flue self-seal? Did the bolts around the external flue self-seal? No, I don't know what you mean, mate. Sorry. Mark Yielding, what do you mean, mate? Explain, elaborate. Hades Detecting says, will you do a budget van? Yes, definitely. That's what I want to do. I want to the next van I'm going to build will be a real cheap budget van. I'm going to try and build it as cheap as possible, and then put it on eBay. So if you're interested in buying a van that I build, then yeah, keep watching. Kettle's boiling. It is boiling. Let's have a look. Oh, we have coffee. Look at that. Let's turn that down. Look, that's lovely. I'll tell you what, I wish you could see this even better than you can now. Let me just put that up there. Right, I'm going to bring you closer and actually give you a shot of what this looks like. It looks lovely. Bear with me, might get a bit shaky. There you go, look at that. If I choke it down a little bit, it's almost instant. Sorry if that's shaky. Yeah, let's put you back there. But there you go, that's my fire, my stove is working. Ryan's Haynes, I'll give you money to build me one. Sure mate, no problem. The last van I built was for somebody else. Urban Explorer, cheers mate, thanks. That's really kind of you. Cheers buddy. I'll get some beers with that, thanks mate. 2 sugars in mine mate. Yeah, no worries Hades. Chris. Am I staying in the van tonight? No, and I'll show you exactly why. Hang on. Let me turn you around. There's no bed yet. The bed is to come. I think that's probably the next stage of the build. How much heat is it pumping out? I'll tell you what, it is getting warm in here. I've turned it down too far. Hang on. Oh, I can't wait to get this done. I'll give you a preview. There, Chris. That's a mug for you, mate. So imagine this, picture this, a cold winter's day. It's snowing outside. And this is what I'll be like. I'll be in here, laying down, with my feet next to my fire, reading a book or two, or even having a TV up there and watching TV. For once, I'm actually looking forward to it snowing. Yeah, Chris, I thought you'd like that. Actually, it's about time I poured this coffee out. Bear with me. Oh, look at that. My first cup of coffee off my wood burner. Sweet. No sugar, no coffee. I mean, no sugar. No milk. It's just how I like it. Cheers, guys. Not sure about that. Maybe I should have cleaned that out first before I used it. Mama Star Little Rainbow, do you have a move-in date for your van? Will you be living in full-time, maintaining brick and mortar home as well? It's going to be kind of 50-50, I'll be honest with you. But no, I don't have a move-in date. Just when it's done. Sean Baggs, would you fancy doing a narrow boat? Yes, I've done quite a few boats in my time. I actually helped build a houseboat in Australia, which was quite an experience. Truck driver coffee straight out of the pot. You know, mate, you know. Yeah, will Chris, definitely. We'll definitely meet up in the summer, Chris. A very good friend of mine brought me a new metal detector. He's got me a Equinox 800 for Christmas, but I had to buy him one too. Just don't tell his missus that. The van warming party. This is it. This is the van warming party. I'm actually getting quite warm in here now. Have you seen Project Amber's? Yeah, I watched Project Amber's channel. I think his stove comes from Glastonbury burners. I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's where he got his stove from. And I didn't even know about Glastonbury log burners until I brought this. It wasn't until I actually brought this and put like a video up that then someone said to me, oh, you should have gone to Glastonbury log burners. So yeah, if you're looking for something a bit cheaper than this, because this wasn't cheap by any stretch of the imagination. It was quite dear. It was quite an extravagance. But I've wanted one for years. There is a company called Glastonbury log burners, and they're not as pretty as this, but they're certainly just as effective. How do I get in contact with you about van build? Send me an email, Ryan. My email is in the about me section on my YouTube channel. Just go to the home page and you'll see I've got 2 emails up there. Send an email to both email addresses in case one of them sends you to junk mail. That's why I've got 2 different email addresses. And I'll say it to everyone. If you want to send me an email, you're more than welcome to. Just send me 2 emails just in case one of them goes to junk mail. Steve, when you finish your van, where's your first port of call? I haven't really got any 100% plans, Steve, I'll be honest. I do want to go to Camp Quirky, but yeah, apart from that, that's it. Glastonbury burners don't seem to have the ashtray or low vents. The thing is, Roger Rabbit, with a wood burner, you don't need an ashtray, because theoretically, the ash goes up the flue. And they work better when there's a bed of ash as well in the bottom of the flue. So theoretically you shouldn't have to clean these out. Obviously you do, but hey Bill, thank you mate. That's very kind of you. Cheers. Really appreciate that. Steve, a 10-hour video, really? I don't think this will burn for 10 hours. I think with a nice sized chunky log in there, it will last about 3 hours max, because it is only a small stove. I was looking at those pressed logs in B&Q's today, and they're about this long. I'd have to cut them into 3 sections to fit them in there. But I think they'd probably last well. But I've got so much wood. I've got tons of these like offcuts from building so many vans. All the vans I've been building over the last 3 or 4 years, I've been saving all these bits of wood. Trust me, I've got bucket loads. So I've probably got enough wood to last me 2 years. My garage, I've got a garage lock-up, and I've got probably 5 or 6 carrier bags full of all this, but it's all soft pine, so because it's soft pine, it does burn rather quickly. A rocket mass heater, I have no idea what it is, Roger Rabbit. I used to have bonfires and fireworks like it was offcuts. Yeah, good on you. Yeah, save your offcuts. Always. When you're building a van, save your offcuts. You never know, you're going to bump into someone like me who's got a wood burner. Do you have dates for Camp Quirky? No, I don't actually. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it was the 4th of March. I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm not sure. Urban Explorer. Just Google it. It'll come up if you Google it. Exactly how tall are you? Would a 4-wheel drive MR be okay for 9'5"? I don't know, Paul. I'm 6 foot, exactly 6 foot. If I measure from fingertip to fingertip, when you do that, that's how tall you are, apparently. I've not quite put it to the test, but if you want to know if you're going to fit lengthways in a van, just spread your hands out, and that's your height. Am I going to the NEC next month? Probably not, I'll be honest with you. I don't want to look at a load of vans I can't afford. Thomas Fox, that was from. Oh, look, now oh, thanks, Urban Explorer. Appreciate that, mate. What Sprinter is it? This Sprinter is a medium wheelbase with aircon and it's auto. How long have I been on? Go to the show with your hat on. It's a long way for me to go, the NEC in Birmingham, because I'm right down in the sunny south, so it's quite a trek, really. You're going to go and rob some parts? Well, good luck, Thomas. 36 minutes? I think that's long enough, don't you? Long toasty fork required. Yeah. Get a nice toasty fork in there. Oh, look at that now. That's burning lovely. Do you want to have a look? Do you want to have a look? Give me a thumbs up. Don't forget, give this video a thumbs up. I'm in Liverpool. I'll be next up. I need to... Rocket mass heaters are super excellent burner. That is, you're going up too fast. I can't see you. I'll look into those rocket mass burners. I've never heard of them. Are they those cylinder ones like they have on boats? I'm not sure. I use sci-fi cement as grout on my tiles. Yeah, I suppose you could. I just use normal grout on these tiles. Yeah, it was really simple. Oh, I'm getting a dead leg. Yeah, the flu's getting a little bit warm now. Oh yeah, that's lovely. That's just right. It is like literally just the right temperature in here now. I'll bring you around so you can see what it's doing now. So you can just have a little look. There you go. Look at that. Still going really well. Remember, this is soft pine as well, so considering it's soft pine, it's lasting really well. And I can turn it down like that. Look how responsive that is. That's pucker. I'll just turn it down a bit because it's getting a bit warm in here now. Hang on, let's get you back in the shot. Thumbs up, who wants one? Yeah, who wants a cubic mini wood burner? Don't forget, in the description of this video, I will put a link to this cubic mini wood stove, and I am affiliated with them, I must admit. So if you buy one of these through the link, I do get a little kickback. It's not a lot, but you know, it all helps. My phone is getting warm. Yeah, so's mine. My battery's running out as well. I need a heat-powered fan. I've got one. I've ordered one. Oh, hello, Urban Explorer. Thank you, mate. That's really nice. I really appreciate that. The feed the cats and support love from the Northern Vans. Thank you, mate. I'll make sure I get some pucker cat food for them and some treats as well. Cheers, buddy. That's really nice. Making me blush. Is the outside smoky or not? I can't have a look. It's pitch black outside, but I'll quickly pop my head out and I'll let you know. Yeah, a little bit of smoke, not a lot. What's total cost, Mel? What is the total cost of this? Well, they're really cheap. I mean, I think they work out about £250, but you've got delivery charges and import tax as well. The import tax was about £60, and then Parcel Force, cheeky buggers, they charge you another £12 admin fee. So I made the mistake. Of ordering the stove, thinking that I could then get the flue from the UK somewhere to try and save some money on delivery. But because it's a 3-inch flue, and Cubic Mini Wood Stove make this flue specifically for this wood burner, I couldn't find a 3-inch flue that was double lined like this one is. This is double lined flue, so I thought to myself, well, I might as well buy the double walled flue from Cubic Mini Wood Stove. So that's what I did. I ordered the flue, and then I realised, how am I going to get the flue to go through the ceiling? I need the insulated pipe as well. So then I ordered that with all the fixtures and fittings. So I've made 3 different orders. Because I've ordered 3 different times, I got charged the 12 quid 3 times by Parcel Force. So yeah, a little bit of a mistake. I could have saved myself 24 quid if I just ordered it all in one go. So yeah, if you are considering buying one of these, then order everything you need from Cubic Mini Wood Stove. So it all comes in one go, and hopefully you save yourself a little bit of money on delivery as well. They do discount the delivery if you order everything in one go. Come on, Mel, light it up. It is a light. It's going out. I've turned it down. As soon as you turn it down, it does kind of go down, and it just sort of smoulders gently away, which is what it's doing. It's absolutely fantastic. It's brilliant. So people keep on saying that I look like Paul Whitehouse. Milk, in it, brilliant. It's funny. John Sullivan, it is a Cubic Mini Wood Stove cub. They do 2 different sizes. They do a cub and a grizzly. The grizzly is slightly small, slightly bigger. So, but because this is quite a small van, that's why I got the cub. Ryan, would you be part-time van builder or full-time? I would love to go full-time van builder. I would really like that. It's what I do. It's what I'm passionate about. I enjoy building them. The joy for me is actually building the van, not using them, but building them. How do you get logs small enough for it? Well, Devon Lynn, I just cut the wood down. I cut it to size like this. This is an offcut from when I made my bed. Well, when I'm making my bed. This is the main post for my bed, and I simply had a bit about that long, and I've just cut it down to fit. And if you buy those pre-packed logs, you just get a saw and cut them down to fit. Could you make a hot water system? Yeah, I've seen these hot water jackets that go around the flue, but most of those are made for a 5-inch flue, and this is only a 3-inch. So maybe Cubic Mini Wood Stove would make one. I know they make a for the grizzly, the bigger one. This one's bigger brother. This is a cub. The grizzly, they make a stove thing that fits on top, and it's like an oven. I mean, the pictures looks amazing. They look really cool. He's not bald, just a lot of offcuts. Yeah, I'm quite bald. More hair on my face than my head, that's for sure. Rusty, have you seen those water heaters? Yeah, I've seen them. I've seen them on boats. They on a tug that my late father used to drive on the River Thames. On the exhaust pipe to the tug, it had pipes going around the exhaust, and it was like a heat exchanger. So we had hot water on the tug. So yeah, I've seen them. I know all about them. Hi Mel, we are nicking so many great ideas. Keeping smiling, keep it safe. Keep it simple, keep it safe. Maggie and Mick. Hi Maggie and Mick, Huddersfield. Thanks for joining us. What size are the logs? Getting logs small enough for my house wood stove is a pain enough. What size are... Well, I'm just saying, I just use offcuts. These are offcuts from all the vans I've built, and I've got bags and bags of these offcuts. And I've actually started saving these offcuts for other people to give to other van dwellers that have got wood stoves. but I've given a few away. But yeah, last year I've been saving them for myself. Selfish bugger, aren't I? Right, that's going lovely now. I just want to check how hot that's getting up there, because someone's sending me an email and it's dropping down in front of the camera. Yeah, that is getting warm now. That's definitely getting warmer than what it was when I had it outside. Made a heat exchanger behind my radiator stove, heat radiator in the hall. Yeah, well done, Chris. I know you can get heat exchangers that go around the flue to heat your water. The only thing that worries me is if the pressure that builds up, how does that work? If you've got water inside those pipes and the water's not running through, it's just going to keep boiling and boiling and gradually build up a lot of pressure. That does worry me. Live, mate, what's this all about? Hello, Rick. How you going? It's the first time I've done a live stream, Rick. So far, so good. As you can see, my wood burner's burning there, Rick. This is a live stream to celebrate my first live lighting of the fire in the van. Keeps you warm as well. Yeah, it does. Would I still go for a long wheelbase Sprinter? Well, I did want a long wheelbase Sprinter, I'll be completely honest with you. But when this one came along with air con and being auto as well, I just had to have it. I mean, but now, after driving this around and parking it in supermarket car parks and so forth, I'm quite pleased I got the medium wheelbase as opposed to the long wheelbase, because I'd imagine the long wheelbase would be quite difficult to park in Sainsbury's. Pellet rocket stoves. What's that? Scammer basher, brilliant. Pellet rocket wood stoves are really good. I've got a friend that runs a wood stove company and he sells loads of them. They feed pellets in, and yeah, he seems to do well out of them. Would I go travelling to Europe with Mr. Vigo, cats included? I don't know. I wouldn't want to take the cats with me in case I lost them. But I'm a bit of a, what's the word? A solo pilot. I like to do my own thing. I go everywhere on my own. You're more free to do what you want then. So Lily and I can't read that. Thanks, Lily. Don't hope your dinner's not too late because of me. Will you boil a kettle on top of the wood stove? Yes, I did. I'll just make myself some coffee. Thank you, Michael. Thanks for joining us. I'm going to go soon as well. I think we've I've run out of wood. No, I haven't. It's still going. I've just turned it down too far. Where am I travelling to first? I haven't got any solid plans, I'll be honest with you. But yeah, come summer, I will be off on me jollies. Mel, get the thermometer out. I haven't got a thermometer. I have ordered one, along with a little fan as well and a thermometer that goes on that. But yeah, it hasn't come yet. Thank you, Chris. I'll see you later, mate. Don't forget, if anyone likes metal detecting, please do go check out Hades Detecting. See you later, Chris, and thanks for joining us. Thank you, Rick. Vanish from quirky website. What's included? The price of my ticket. One ticket provides entry for one person as well as pitch for their tent or camper van. Yeah, that's what I understood as well, Vanish. That's exactly how I read it. But apparently you do need a camper van pass as well. I only found this out a couple of days ago. I'm still investigating that. Did you tell your insurance about the wood burner? No, not yet. But I did tell my insurance company that I'm converting this van into a camper, and they're fine with it. They said that's okay, but we will only insure it as a van for the time being. Once it's registered as a camper van, then they'll look into insuring it as a camper van. But when that time comes, I will shop around for different insurance companies, get the best deal. Hey Mel, how warm is it in the van now? It's very warm. That's why I've turned it down. Yeah, no more steamy breath. There you go. Just to prove a point. When I first started filming this, I had vapour coming out of my breath, and that's gone. So it's definitely a lot warmer in here. Pug wash. Oh, the cat's waiting outside. No, I've no idea where the cats are. At night time, they disappear. Get the yellow gun out, Mel, and show us the value. I don't know what that is. Sorry, Graham. It's not a wood burner. It's a solid fuel heat source. Yeah, but wood burner sounds better, doesn't it? Carl Jones says, hi, will you pass the DVLA motor caravan criteria? Not at the moment because I've got no windows, but I am going to try and fit as many windows in this van as I can, and then try and register it with the DVLA. Not that I'm that bothered about it, it's just for the sake of it, really, just for the experiment, to see if they will pass it as a camper. I mean, I've got a wood burner, I'm going to have a cooker, a sink, everything that a camper should have. I've got my seat bench here, I'm going to have a table, I'm going to have a fixed bed. I will put a big window in the sliding door, and I'm going to have 2 windows each side at the back. So technically it should be okay. Oh yeah, and I will have an awning as well. I've got this plan to make my own awning, a roll-out awning. So yeah, it should be classified as a camper van. Do I have a yellow gun that shows the heat? No, Graham, I don't. I don't have a heat gun. I've got my hands, and I can feel that's nice and warm. See you, Rusty Zombalance. Rusty Zombalance. That's a good name. Thanks for coming, mate. Cheers. What's my table leg made out of? Michael, I buy these table legs from Clear Cut Conversions. They're a single pole. They're like a pole that bends over and they swivel round. It's all one piece, and it's just a swivel table. And I think they're only about 50 quid. Really good. But as soon as I get one, I'll make a video all about it. Don't worry. It's me, the dog, the cats and the kid. Hello mate, thanks for that. To help feed your cats. Cheers buddy. That's really kind of you. Thank you. Thank you for your positive energy and inspiration. You're more than welcome, mate. Thank you for that as well. I'll make sure the cats get some treats. Steve Nesbitt. Thank you, Steve. See you later, mate. Thanks for joining us. Everyone's going. Thank you, Charles. See you later. Well, I think it's about time I went as well. The fire's pretty much dying down. I'm going to have to sit here and wait for this to go out before I go out. So I'm going to end this live stream here. Thanks for joining me. I really do appreciate it, and I really do appreciate all your support. And if you are new to my channel, consider subscribing, and by subscribing to my channel you'll help me feed a cat, and I've got 2 and they're hungry. Thanks for watching, and ta-ra for now, and I'll see you next time. Bye.